So once again, good morning, especially to you England fans at this more respectable hour, and I'm sure you're eagerly anticipating the day's highlights package of day 2 of this first Ashes test at the Gubba, especially considering what happened on day 1. And just a quick recap for all of you, at the opening of play there was a consensus agreement that if you won the toss you were going to elect to bat first. It was a very bat-like pitch which offered up a lot of runs. England but then called heads, but then elected to bowl first, which actually turned out to be an absolutely inspiring decision, as after just 52 overs of the first day, Australia were bowled out for just 208, with no Australian batsman getting to 50 runs, and Stuart Broad took 4 wickets, Joe Root took 2, with Anderson, Stokes and Milan getting the rest. It was truly a field day for England's fielders and bowlers. That enabled England to fulfil the remaining 36 overs of play as afternoon turned into evening and evening turned into close of play with their batting innings. And within that time, they'd already cut into Australia's lead by almost half as Rory Burns scored 109 off just 94 balls before being bowled out by Mitchell Starc. Haseem Hameed had also scored 43 before he was LBW'd by Josh Hazlewood. And then Australia started to gain some momentum as end of day approached, with Joe Root and David Milan going for just 9. The bad news is that in came Ben Stokes, and at close of play he was still at the crease with 15, joined by Johnny Bairstow on just 8. But everyone at Australia and England in particular know of Ben Stokes' heroics during the previous Ashes series. Could you be able to repeat those again? We open this highlights package with ball 1 from day 2, and it's Nathan Lyon to Ben Stokes. England are on 204, trailing Australia by just 8. So here's the first ball of day 2 then.
Wait! No!
Almost a state of confusion there. Almost looked like Stokes had hit it harder than he thought. Comes Cummings again.
Yes!
And finally England hit at that one, and it's going to be a single. England really hitting the ball well in the first day, although the wickets were a point of concern. Especially considering they lost almost half their batting order, and they're only trailed by 7 runs at the moment.
Wait! No!
Oh, that's a great catch. That's a great catch by the outfielder. Stokes really gave that a hit. Great catch.
Yes!
Finally, England get a hit there. And they decide not to go for the second run, but they do get one there. The run rate is dried up a little bit. At least England are still at the crease.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. And they're going to not go for 2 again.
End of the over. England are now on 203 for 4.
We have 87 overs remaining. Here's the first ball of this one.
Yep.
It's a good shot. They're going to run away to the boundary. It's going to get 2, and they are going to get 4. It's a great hit. Well, I think we all know Ben Stokes at this point. The last Ashes series, he won the test on his own. And he's proving a very valuable asset there. That's a great shot. Vintage Ben Stokes on that one. Just one left to take the lead. They need to be very careful.
Yes.
Because it was somewhat a great recovery by Australia towards the end of day 1, getting those 4 wickets, but Ben Stokes gets another boundary. Starc is struggling with this one. Stokes straight into the gap there. Oh, that is such a good shot. No one on the Australia field was getting to that one. And now England lead by 3. Nice a short ball to end the over, but Stokes plays it. 212 for 4, now up by 4. The umpire assumed it was a short ball. Stokes kind of rushing his thought process a bit. Well, that's well wide, Brian Lara. That's going to be a wide ball, surely. Yep. The bowling from England yesterday was brilliant. Oh, is that out there by Starc? No. It's a great catch by him though. It was straight at him. Maybe he should have got that one out. Bairstow very lucky. Bairstow playing that one as well. The spin is really catching England down on this pitch at the moment. Strange because the pitch, first looking on day one, looked like being a batter's paradise, but England just absolutely bowled them out.
Bowling.
I'll tell you something, this ball is moving. This ball is moving a lot at the moment. Starc is getting the England players to play, but it's then falling wide as well. They're so struggling with this one.
Yes.
And Bairstow finally plays it. He's going to get a double out of it. Great sliding catch. And that looked a little bit nervy. Bairstow made it. 215 for 4. Line back in.
Yeah.
Well played by Stokes. Wonderful shot. And is it going to make the boundary? It is. That is a wonderful shot by Stokes. Exactly where he wanted it. And what does Cummings do at the moment? It's not really the fault of the bowler.
Yep.
Played by Stokes again. He's going to get a single out of that one as well. Ben Stokes is playing tremendous shots. That's a good throw, to be fair. He hit the stumps, but long way home already. We're just not budging. Oh, that one actually hit Stokes. Kind of got that all wrong. I'll send a warning message. There's a maiden over here. Oh, it's a wonderful ball. And Starc owns the maiden over there. Wonderful last ball. Spun away from Stokes completely. Just trying England to play a bad shot. They're not falling for it. Oh, Bairstow left it, but it was very close to the stumps there. That would so easily have been a bowl out. Oh!
Yes.
Oh, mixed up here. Oh my word. I'm not even sure where that ball went. I don't think even Bairstow had a clue. Wanted to run and then ran back again. Nervy moment there.
Yes.
It's well played by Bairstow on the back foot. Is he going to get there? Yes, he is just about. And this over. It's closing in on a maiden. Release of the ball from Hazelwood is. Ooh! Not a very great batting choice there by Bairstow. He went onto the back foot thinking he would actually bounce in front of him, but he missed everything. What a ball. That's a very well made maiden over. 222 for 4, and what a over that was by Hazelwood.
Yep.
Oh, and he knew he got all of that his way. Are they going to go back for 2? I think they are. It's actually going to be 4. And Stokes getting another boundary for his effort. And like we said, he felt better about that one. It was zoomed away. The boundary. Australia just not getting this partnership out at the moment. They've stabilised things a bit here. Oh, Stokes a little late on that one. Umpire signal it as a short ball. You have 2 of those. It's the last ball of this over for Josh Hazelwood.
Yes.
And, Stokes decided to run that one, and it was a good decision.
End of the over. England are now on 228.
228 for 4 at the moment, as England are starting to get into this innings a bit again. Well, on this day anyway. 10 to go for him. Bairstow running from this end.
Yep.
Full shot. And he's going to go for 4.
Bring up the 50 partnership between these
And
two.
then it will be 50 for Bairstow and Ben Stokes. It's taken a bit of time to get there, but he will certainly take it. Bairstow now on 19. Stokes on 40.
Yeah.
And another great shot by Bairstow. That's going to go over for a single. Brings up 20 for him. A couple of brilliant shots there. The boundary and the single. And the scoreboard ticks over a little bit in this over.
Yep.
It's going to go for another one. England playing their shots a little bit more in that one. 239 for 4. Stokes 1 year took such a hit on his helmet, didn't he? I think in the last series. Oh! And that was not a nice looking shot. Stokes really not getting all of that at all. Very lucky not to be caught out, really.
Yep.
That's better.
Go.
Oh, good catch. Good catch, though. And Stokes sees it and leaves it. With a great shot, but a great catch by the outfielder. Hazelwood now on ball 4. No runs given away in this one.
Yeah. Yep. Go.
It's the same place from Stokes again. Oh, he's running over. Where's the ball? And there's all sorts of confusion. And Stokes didn't want to risk it. All sorts of confusion there. Oh my. That could have been so expensive for Australia. They got away with one. Oh. Well bowled indeed. Maiden over for Hazelwood. 239 for 4. Should have been a run or two in it though, to be fair. So in comes Pat Cummings now. So they try to break this partnership at the moment. It's going nowhere. Despite a couple of scares, and there's another 4 for Johnny Bairstow. When they have their shots though, they do play it wonderfully, England. And they're not taking any risks either. There's been a couple of wild swings, but on the whole, they're playing very decent shots. Some would argue
Yeah.
the score needs to be higher. They only lead by 35, and I think there's going to be another 4 just as we say that. It is.
Yes.
That's another shot by Bairstow that gives him another boundary. He's racking up the runs now. This has been a rather expensive over. And that's just a wonderful shot by Johnny Bairstow. I don't think it's going to hit the boundary though, it's not. And they're going to go for 3. Which is almost as good as 4 anyway. And 254 for 4. Very expensive over that one. I think Bairstow thought that he got more of that than he actually did.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yes.
Bit of confusion, but and it is going to go for 2 in the end. Bairstow didn't want to go and then saw that he hit it further and went, and somehow they still got a 2 out of it. And now up by 66 and rising.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Oh
Oh, no.
no, they want to, Ben Stokes wants to go, but he can't. Oh my word. Another fielding error by Australia, but again they get away with it.
Yes. No.
Stokes wants to go, he really wants to go, and I think Bairstow does as well. 270 for 4.
Josh Hazelwood, the new bowler, into the attack for Australia.
It's 274, just to correct myself. Just falling short of that one.
Yep.
The shot. And that is going to be a 50 for Ben Stokes.
For this batsman.
A wonderful session or innings for Ben Stokes. Now Bairstow needs to get his as well. Pretty disastrous first day, really.
Yep.
It's only going to go for a single, but Stokes didn't get all of it. At least it passes the boundaries to Bairstow for a bit. He only needs 2 more.
Brings up the 100-run partnership for these 2.
And it's going to be a 100 partnership now for Stokes and Bairstow. England up by 79. Bairstow only needs 2 more for a half century of his own. That's well wide. It certainly is. So here comes Mitchell Starc back into attack. England up by 80, 288 for 4. And that's the first ball.
Yep.
And it's a hit. And it's a wonderful hit again. It's going to be Ben Stokes for another boundary. 65 total now. Ben Stokes doing, well, Ben Stokes things, really.
Yep.
And he's gonna get them. 50 for Bairstow then.
Runs for this batsman.
What a wonderful batting performance by these two. 297 for 4 now. Funny thing is, England aren't even up by 100 yet.
Yes.
A good shot. Bairstow's decided against it.
Yep.
Wonderful shot. Might be another 4. And it is. And Stokes now in 73 and rising. Is it going to be another Ashes Test century? Ben Stokes, you wouldn't bet against it at the moment. And Stokes is having a field day out there at the moment. Actually, no, Johnny Bairstow got that. I'm looking at the wrong mark on the batsman counter. Oh,
Yes.
that was a real short ball, and Hazelwood did get all of that. Enough for a single. Wonderful played. Such a difficult ball. The umpire's not going to signal it as a short though. Australia with just no answer at the moment though.
Yep.
A wonderful shot by Ben Stokes. Absolutely just such a tremendous shot. I hope we get a replay of this, because that was just, look at this. He timed that so perfectly, Stokes. Such an eye in this series of just where the ball was going to be. Every time he just hits it straight where it needs to be hit. He's currently on 77 at the moment.
Yes.
And there's another one. He's going to race away, I think, before just. Not quite. And they could have gone for 4 there. There was a bit of a mix-up in the field.
End of the over. England
I'll take it.
are now on 317 for 4.
Yep.
And Ben Stokes was just another beautiful stroke. Another boundary for him. He deserves a century from this innings, I'll tell you that. Australia, at this moment, you have to say, are going to need a monumental task just to break this partnership, let alone win the game.
Yeah, yep.
Because the first day was just all England. Another 4 for Ben Stokes. That's 150 now for the partnership. Ben Stokes just one more for his century here.
Yeah, yep.
And he's going to get it. Wonderful shot. 100 for Ben Stokes. And what an innings he's had.
Fantastic performance.
And it may be on Australian soil, but we've got to give every credit and respect to Ben Stokes for his innings. Oh.
Oh.
133 doesn't sound like a lot, considering they're on 341. Oh, and Stokes on his head. And it's a shout, and it's out. What happened here? I think there was a nick of bat, maybe. Stokes didn't play the ball. Let's have a look. It's a fair ball. Does it hit the bat on its way through? I think it hit Stokes in the head first. Oh, it goes off the bat onto his head. I think that might be out. Ben Stokes caught all ends up by this. I think the argument is it does hit the bat on the way through, which I think it does. I think Ben Stokes is gone. I think the argument is it hit the ball. The ball hit the bat first. Very hard to tell, but the umpire has sent Ben Stokes walking.
Ben Stokes leaves the field.
What an innings. Probably a little bit of controversy in it, but I think it is the right decision. Very unlucky, but what an innings he's had. And Josh Butler will come in now.
Josh Butler is coming into bat.
And how unfortunate. It's the second time. England had to try and review it. I think there was no question that they would. But that's very unfortunate.
Yes.
And they're now in the second half of their batting order now.
End of the over. England are now.
They haven't got a huge lead either.
342 for 5.
Ben Stokes, what a tremendous innings. Second England player to reach a century. Australia didn't even have a half century in their innings, so it's a great performance by England in that regard. But I think there is a legit question about the out, but Australia will argue that it did hit the bat, even if Ben Stokes didn't play it. And that will be the end of the session as well. That's lunch. England commanding in this first innings for them. Not a huge lead, only 133. But I don't feel so sorry for Ben Stokes. Didn't intend to play that shot. But it was the correct decision. It was the correct decision also to review. But Australia would have had a strong case, really. What 100 from Ben Stokes. Thoroughly deserved the applause he got when he left the field. And, well, England just need to try and build the total now. They haven't got an uncatchable lead. The thing is, it could become more of a bowler's pitch by the end of the day. And if England bowl like they did yesterday, then it probably won't be that much of a problem to recover it in the second innings and win this game. It is England in the driver's seat at the moment. Australia just having a terrible first innings. That man and Rory Burns. Johnny Bairstow is not far off his century either. He's on 61. He's bowling really well. The big question is how long Josh Butler can stay in the middle. A very capable batsman in his own right. The wicket will hurt, but England's certainly in the driver's seat at the moment. Johnny Bairstow is on 62. Josh gets his first run. And of course, just a recap for you of what happened yesterday. It was a Mitchell Starc bowl that took Rory Burns out eventually at 109. Hamid was also really impressive, but he was caught LBW by Josh Hazlewood. And it was a catch for Carey to get Milan out, and then bowled by Starc to get Joe Root out. But then Ben Stokes and Johnny Bairstow really batted well, but unfortunately Ben Stokes was called by Harris, and he was sent on his way, and that's the status of play, as we will be back after the lunch. So welcome back. It is the first ball of the afternoon session. Nathan Lyon, very much like the start of the day, bowling again. Oh, bowled him. Nathan Lyon has bowled Josh Butler, and that was not what England had in the script. Wonderful bowl, and finally there was a breakthrough. And just one for Josh Butler now. And all of a sudden, England might have to rely on a good batting, another stellar bowling day. They've got a second innings to make it up, so if they can get to about maybe 150-200, they might still have a shot.
Bowling.
And that's a breakthrough for Nathan Lyon that he's been searching for all day. I'm not sure if we played the new ball or not. I would assume so.
Yep.
And finally, Chris Stokes gets a hit on it. And gets a boundary out of it too. There's 148 lead. And England coming up to a total of 400. 355. They are some ways off it, to be fair, but you never know. But I think this innings is starting to come back to Australia a little bit. The elimination of Ben Stokes has certainly reinvigorated this game somewhat. If England can reach 400 here, it would be a decent innings. Certainly.
Yes.
And it's going to be another 4 for Chris Stokes as he gets his runs starting on the board. England not panicking. Just a couple of quick wickets, but they're not absolutely panicking. I don't think there is any need for panic stations. Oh, good ball, good ball. Now Chris Stokes is on 20. Missed that last one though.
Yes.
Makes up for it. He's probably going to get another boundary. Something is 380. For England now. It's just being hit in all the right places for England so far. And there's been a long, long innings for Australia, even as the wickets fall.
Yes.
shot. Came up the wicketkeeper's leg. That could have gone anywhere. All sorts of confusion all round. It's Mitchell Starc. Comes in for another over. Oh, he bowled him. Johnny Bairstow's gone for 82. Wonderful ball here by Starc. Oh, wonderfully played. Oh, Johnny just 18 short of the century. And now it's down to the tail enders now as Ollie Robinson will come in. 185. We'll be chasing 200. Might be a bit more tougher now.
Yep.
It's a good hit. Attacking point of Hazelwood's bowling.
Yes.
It's a wonderful shot by Wokes. It's going to go for 4. Yes, it is. I think Australia will be calling it a new ball soon, because that ball is looking like it's done its work, so to speak. And they're now just 7 off a 200-run lead.
Yep.
And they're going to get another 4 out of this one. I think Chris Wokes will be one of those people who would hope England don't declare anytime soon, because he is nearing his 50. At least this innings anyway. And we are getting a new ball. So this could now be a deciding factor here. First ball with the new ball. England on 411. The 7 leading by 203. And now we have this new ball, which could be a bit of a game changer. Because the previous ball looked like it has done his work for the day, to be fair.
Yep.
Great shot. It's going to go to the boundary for Robinson here. Certainly is. Those quick wickets. It's going to be a bit of a long time ago for Australia now.
Yep.
Good shot. And Robinson. And England do get it into their areas they want. It's going to go for an in the park 4 here. And they've done it. 4. And it didn't even touch the boundary. Put some back to the ball, but it didn't work out that way.
Yes.
There you go, much better. And it's going to be a half century for Chris Wokes, the 3rd England player to do it.
And that brings up 50 runs for the
And
batsman.
in an innings where Australia had no player reaching 50, makes that a disappointment, doesn't it? Oh.
Bowling. Yep.
And that's going to bring up Robinson's half century. Yes, it is. 50
And that brings
for
up the
Ollie
batsman's half
Robinson.
century.
As England continue to inflict misery and pain on the Australian bowlers. 470 for 7. A lead of 262. 263. England 506 for 7.
End of the over. The score is now 506 for 7.
Now time for another well-earned drink break. We must be nearing tea by now. And that is tea time. And what a session for England. Absolutely impeccable. Chris Wokes and Ben Stokes doing all the damage. And even the tail ender, Ollie Robinson, has got in on the act with a 50 of his own, and England have just been the better side today. There's no discounting Australia's bowling. They have not bowled bad, and that was an epic wicket to take out, I think it was Bairstow, wasn't it? So much has happened that you barely remember who goes, but what a session for England. Absolutely just tip top, and just over 30 or so overs left to go. And it has been England's day. Choosing not to declare so far, but why would they? They are probably on for probably a record day in some respects. Here today, it has been England's day. And at the crease, Chris Stokes has been tremendous. Rory Burns did great on the first day. Then Stokes then took over and was a little unlucky. But despite the wickets that have fallen, England are in command. And there's no fear of that falling apart anytime soon. No, what Australia do from here, it's going to be a monumental task. And just look at that. 96 overs played today. And look at all that scoring. Burns 109, Stokes 100 flat, Johnny Bairstow 82 and Chris Stokes 86, and also Hamid had 43 and Robinson has 57 as England take a break, and it's well deserved as well. So the final 30 overs of the day, Kerry Green to Ollie Robinson, and it's more runs. Humidity of 59%. It is hot here today. When you would think that these England batters haven't broken a sweat because they've been so comfortable out there. Oh, an edge and out! Oh, and curse for the commentators. And will England use the review? They might as well, but I think it's out. And I don't think there's even going to be a chance to review. It hits the bat, and it's a clean out, so there will be no review on it. And that is Chris Stokes gone at 86. And now Stuart Broad will come in. Now, I wonder what England are going to do here. Are they thinking about declaring sometime soon? 507 for 8. Stuart Broad just hits air. A lead of 399. A lead of 300 for Australia to chase would not be a bad target.
Yeah.
And Stuart Broad puts it for a 1.
Yep.
And with 301 lead of 508 for 9 for 8 now. And we are hearing that England will declare on 509 for 8. That is it for their batting. They are done. They've got 2 wickets to spare. Good move. And, well, 29 overs left in today. Australia left with 300 runs to chase to continue the game. And they would need some score to avoid a follow-on, but of course they already batted, so now Australia have to now bat for 300 runs to continue this game. It's going to be a task of almost impossible nature, but it can be done. But you have to feel that because of England's phenomenal bowling in the first day, maybe if they can bowl like that, this game could be over pretty quickly. But even failing that, Australia would need a monumental target of maybe about 700 just to keep it close, and I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see. England are coming out to bowl next. So David Warner coming out. James Anderson will bowl first, and here we go. Trail by 301. And that's just to keep the game going. Bowled by James Anderson there.
Yep.
And that's going to go to the boundary. We want to getting off the mark early. So that's the first 4. 301 is definitely doable. England reached 500 in their inning, but as we said, it'll be 297 just to continue this game. Might be a wide from Jimmy Anderson. No, it's a fair ball.
Yep.
It's an edge, I think. And it's going to go 2 runs. Pick up the ball, please. Throw the ball. And what was going on there? That's 3 unnecessary runs. I thought they just didn't want to throw the ball to do that. It's going to go high.
End of the over.
Should be a fair ball.
Are now 10.
Well, not the greatest of starts for England. Australia 10 for 0.
Yeah.
It's an edge. It's going to go to the boundary. At least for 2. Oh, it's so unlucky. Oh, we're going to go again, are they? Oh! And that was so close. That was such a risk. But it paid off just for Marcus Harris. Could have been so much worse. And they are going to shout. I think it's a bit high. No. I would have said so as well. And I don't think they're going to challenge that. That was a bit high, looking at it. But Drew Broad is doing all the right stuff.
Yes.
I think there was a shout for run for a momentarily, but they decided not to. Wide ball, never no delivery. Ooh, and that missed everybody. What a ball by Jimmy Anderson that was. Blimey. That was some ball. That deserved a wicket. Tremendous ball. It was swinging and all sorts. And then that's going to go to a boundary. Australia 34 for 0.
End of the over. Australia are now 34 for none.
Yeah. Bowler's in.
Well, that might be close. Yes, he's got him, surely, I think. I think that's out. The umpire's signalling for the review here. I think that's gone. Yep, gone by some margin. That's a run out for David Warner then. England take the first wicket. And that is out. And David Warner is gone. And the batting woes for Australia continue. That's the 3rd run out that England have had in the entire game. Mentally high in the 300s.
Yep.
Well, that's a bit wild. That's not what Stuart Broad needed. We've had an error the other way. It's a very poor ball, to be fair.
Right on.
Oh, and the fielder's thrown it out, and that's going to go for 4. Oh my word. What is that about? And that was just another unnecessary fall. That's not what England need. Well, he threw it back, and no one was just there. They just stood there, the other fielders. Wake up, boys. Wake up. 17 remaining in the day. Here's Jimmy Anderson with the first ball of this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great hit by Marcus Harris. Wonderful boundary. And Australia finally going to get their first 50 of the entire game. What a great shot. Australia regaining some confidence. They need a big innings here.
Right. Yes, bowler. Yep,
And Australia are going again. And again the England fielders let them down. And they've thrown it wide again. What is going on? This England fielding is atrocious. That's cheap runs. The captain needs to sort this field out. It's been awful so far. Ball keeps that one for a dot ball. Well, since the run out, it's been pretty woeful fielding, to be fair. And now Johnny Bairstow is coming in to the attack. Change of bowler might settle England down a bit here.
Yeah.
And immediately he gives away a boundary. Not looking good for England here now. Nice sweep shot there.
Yeah.
And that is going to bring Harris up to his first 50. Well, the first 50 for Australia. They have finally reached a half century in this game. And all of a sudden now, maybe this target is chaseable.
Yep.
Oh, and it hit him. And England are going to shout. I think it's going to be a wasted one. And the fielding is bad again. They're so busy shouting. And the umpire says no surprise there. Way too high. I don't think that's going to challenge. They're talking about it, but I think that was rather a shout out of hope and expectation, and they paid for it.
Yep.
Immediately waving them away. And they do shout.
Yep.
Oh, that's wonderfully played. But it is going to be wonderfully fielded as well. Australia almost went again there. Wonderfully read. And that was almost a certain boundary. Great stop by the fielder.
Yep.
Oh, what a hit by Lubashine. What a shot. Beautifully taken. And Australia already looking a lot better this innings in the set. That is a sweet shot. You can't blame Ben Stokes for that. Or any of the fielders. It's just a magnificent shot. That is the end of the day. I think rain might be falling, because we were still 8 overs away. So it looks like bad light has stopped play. I think that might be the call then. We still had about 7 left to go, I think. And what started as an England field day, in which they reached 300 for 8, I think, and declared, Australia all of a sudden are right back in this. Thanks to Marcus Harris, who has reached his first, the team's first 50 of the entire game. Don't forget, Australia are all bowled out for 267. And, no Australia batsman got the 50, but Harris is not even, has not only done that, but he's closing in on 100 too. Bad light has stopped play for the rest of the day. And day 3 looks to be maybe the start of an Australian comeback. We'll have to find out. But certainly, Australia do certainly look back in this. That's for sure. But before we leave you for the day, let's just remind you of the entire state of play. And as we said, Australia's first innings was nothing short of a disaster, with the highest scorer being Pat Cummins on 29. No Australian batsman reached even 50. Compare that to today, and Marcus Harris has already reached it. And Lee Vagine's still in as well, but it was Dave Warner that got run out in the first one and the second one actually. But Dave Warner's got a double run out for his kind of run today. Then we moved on to the first innings for England, and as we said, 509 declared at the end of the innings for them. 109 for Rory Burns before he went bowled to Starc. 100 for Ben Stokes before he was out by bowled by Cummins and caught by Harris. And the highest score after that was 86 for Chris Wokes before he was caught by Harris and bowled by Green. Robinson and Broad made 60, not together, I think it was a little later on, but that was what ended the day. James Anderson didn't even get to bat because the bowlers would declare on 509 for 8. It was really looking like a troublesome target for Australia, but as we end today, Dave Warner's got run out again, but Marcus Harris is on 62 and Lee Vagine is on 32, making a very decent partnership. And as we said, now on 129 for 1. In fact, I think we have played 24 overs, but there was initially 29 scheduled for this session after the England declaration. So we did fall a bit short at the end of the day. I think it was like poor lighting that stopped play for today, or it was 6 PM as well, so I think that was probably the end of the time anyway. So as your lot for today, we've had a pretty decent day, which looked to be growing in confidence for England, but Australia have penned it back somewhat. There's still plenty of cricket left to be played. Moving into day 3, and maybe a possible second innings for England if they need it. Australia do need a big total, but they've made a good start to their second innings, much more better than the first one was. That's for Devon Shaw. This game is still on.